everyone, I'm so about a week 25 and this is the 16th of June until the 22nd of June, and this was a busy week. So I was actually pretty much down south with my family doing some bits and pieces for most of the week, as it was. So that's what this week's going to entail really. But I decided to use a Rosie Studio collection because I love their collections. They're actually one of my favourite brands. I say that about a lot of them, but I really love Rosie Studio like stickers and the little die cuts. Sorry, they're so intricate, and you get so many of them. You get so many stickers as well. For the price that you pay for them, they're really, really good value for money. And yeah, I really like them, and I love they come in all different like seasons and events and stuff like that. So they're really versatile, and they're not always the same. I do find that a lot of the collections each year they're the same sort of things over and over again, but I feel like these Rosie Studio ones are all very different, so it's always nice to get something new from them. So this week, as I said, it's the 16th to the 22nd, so we should be, in summer by now, and it was actually quite nice weather this week, so that's why I wanted to go with like a summery one. So the Sunday the 16th was actually Father's Day, and it's very rare that I'm actually down south with my dad on Father's Day because it just depends on how my long weekend falls from work, whether I can get down there. So it was actually quite nice to celebrate that with him. I got him a tie-pin to wear for the wedding, which he really loved. I think he really enjoyed that. So I'm glad that he's got that. So I got to give that to him, and obviously a card and things. And yeah, we just had a bit of a chilled day really. Because the weather was nice, we had a barbecue and we actually went over do a little bit of shopping and stuff like that, so that was quite nice. I'm using some glittery purple washi tape. I think came from Craft Sensations. It's just a cheap one. It's not a massive roll either, so it will run out at some point, but it's quite nice to use like a purple washi tape because I don't get to use them as often as I'd like. So the only thing I'm struggling with here is because there is no 6x4 cards or anything, so I sort of made do, I suppose, with the previous layout, but this time I'm covering up the edges with some washi tape just so that you don't see any of the previous layout behind it. So that's the only thing that it takes me a little bit of time to do on this one. And just sorting through all the die cuts. You'll see me get them out in a minute. I tried to use a few of the stickers first because once you open that cut apart pack, die cut pack, it's a minefield. There's just so many of them, and they're all so little, and yeah, it's not the easiest. They don't have like a sticky back to put them back together again as such. The bag is open, and it's open forevermore until you've finished with them basically. So they're quite awkward in that sense, that they don't have they're not a sticky bag or anything. But I decided to get them out. Obviously you've got to use them, so it's just one of those things. You just always got to remember to not pick them up the wrong way round or anything like that. So I'm just trying to find something to go in that corner. So these two photos are actually pictures of my parents' garden. It's a really lovely garden. Obviously they do gardening for a living, so that's why it's so lovely. But in the summer it's especially nice because everything's in bloom and everything's bright, and they've got all these different flowers everywhere, and they just take such good care of it, and it's such a lovely place to be in the summer. So I want to take some pictures, and also, I've said this before, I think it's a couple of years back, one day I won't be able to come back here because obviously, things change. People do pass away, unfortunately, as much as we don't want to think about it. And obviously the house, I don't think I'm going to buy that house or live in that house again after they do pass away. So it's just one of those things where you just don't know in life. You take things for granted, really, that you'll always be able to go back there and stuff. So I think it's quite nice to document things that you take advantage of, really. And as I said, I definitely take my parents' garden take advantage of it because you just always think it's always going to be there, but one day it won't. So anyway, I want to get some photos. As I said, it looks really nice in the summer. And then we did actually have a barbecue on the Sunday. As I said, it was really nice weather. I was actually not in a rush, but I wasn't staying there that night because I was actually going to travel up halfway to where I needed to be for the Monday for my hair trial, because it would have meant I had to get up at 5 a.m. in order to travel to the hair trial. So instead I paid £30 or something like that to stay overnight in a hotel nearby, and it just meant that I can get up at a normal time, like 8 to 9 o'clock, rather than 5 a.m. and try and hope that all the trains run smoothly so I can get to my hair trial. So that's what I did. So we had a barbecue mid-afternoon, so that's just a picture of the burgers and sausages on the barbecue. It was only a little barbecue, it wasn't anything extravagant, it was just something to eat. So yeah, I just wanted to get some photos of that. This is me just flicking through all these die cuts. So there's just so much choice. A lot of these collections about like creativity and like scrapbooking on art and stuff like that, which is understandable because it's supposed to be like work of art. But there is loads of stuff in there that's obviously matches everything that I needed. So I was just trying to differentiate between them all, and obviously they're these little like heart ones and stuff like that. So there's just loads of stickers, and they're all really good size as well. Like they're not overly big, but there is some slightly bigger ones, and obviously there's all these little dinky ones as well, which are really nice. So that's going to go in there. And as I said, there's a load of cut parts that just match really nicely, and as I said, they're really bright and colourful. We will notice that a few of my Project Life layouts are much more colourful this time round. For summer, because sometimes I get a bit carried away and I start using other collections, but I'm really trying to use my colourful bright ones at the moment, and just, you know, I can't fully use like the beach collections or anything because we don't really go to the beach in summer because it's not the same here. In the UK it's not guaranteed good weather for beach, but I try and use my colourful collections like these ones that you know, they're not about summer but they suit summer. So yeah, so I'm just going to put that little snail cut apart in there because I think that's really cute. It says just saying busy. And I was really busy with everything that was going on. The other thing that we did on the Sunday, so we went up, did a bit of shopping and things, and we actually ended up going to like a pet shop, and they had this cute little pineapple. And my mum's cat, Bean and Betty, they absolutely love climbing in things, and they love cardboard boxes, and every time Mum gets a cardboard box, like they have to play with it. Mum always cuts a hole out of it, so they can play in it. But this time there was like a pineapple designated for cats to sit in, and so they got Bean one. It's quite big, but you can't see her very well. But she's looking through that little hole. Obviously she's a black cat, so you can't see her very well. But she's looking through that little hole, and she absolutely loves it. All her toys are in the bottom there as well, so I thought that was really cute to include. I always get loads of photos when I'm down south because obviously I try and get pictures of the animals, you know, and stuff as they, you know, I don't get to see them all the time. So it's quite nice to see them as they get older and obviously document those. Because again, you take them for granted. They might not be here one day. So it's always nice to include them. And I'm going to put a journal card next to that one so I can write a little bit about what we did on Sunday. So then on the evening then, I then got the train, and on Monday morning I stayed overnight in just a travel lodge and something. And then on the Monday I caught the train over to where I needed to be for my hair trial. So I just took a picture of me waiting at the train station. It was actually a really nice day as well, so it was quite nice to be outside. I didn't travel with loads of stuff, so that was quite nice to be able to just take a rucksack and things. Wasn't trekking around load of stuff. So yeah, I just took a picture of me waiting on the platform waiting for my train. And I'm going to write a little bit about that. I'm going to use, because it had quite a bit of space in between the platform and the train and my feet. So I thought, well, I can put something in between there. So I put a little label that I'm going to put on there. And I'm going to use they had the days of the week on there on the sticker sheet. So I'm going to use those. But yeah, and then the last photo is actually going to be a picture of me getting some lunch on the Monday. So I was looking around the town and I was like, I don't know really what I fancy. I was sort of in a bit of a rush to get back home, but not so much in a rush. So I actually decided to get some frozen yogurt because I love frozen yogurt, but we don't get it very often. We only really find them in like big, what's the word? Like shopping centres. They, you know, that's where they tend to be. We don't have like shops for frozen yogurt, so it's always like a little kiosk in the middle of a shopping centre, and they did actually have one, so I thought I'd get one of those, and it was really good. I had like Oreo, strawberry, I think, and some chocolate sauce and stuff, so it was really nice. But yeah, it was a really nice couple of days. It's always nice, I think, to go and do something on your own. Sometimes it can be quite overwhelming to be around a load of people all the time, especially for me. Obviously people that are extroverts probably don't have that issue, but for me, I quite like being able to go off and do shopping on my own, or you know, I like to just go for a walk on my own. I just like to be in my own thoughts and sort of tick things off, because I'm always in my own head, like I'm always thinking about things. So yeah, I actually quite enjoyed sort of taking myself off for the day, staying overnight on my own, and then going to my hair trial, and then spending the day in a new town that I've not really seen. So yeah, I had a good time. And then I came back, I went via Gatwick, the airport, and it was quite cool because I stood waiting for my train back from there, watching all the planes and stuff, and I just love planes. So it was a really nice day. So I was just enjoying doing all that. So yeah, I've really enjoyed using this collection. Rosie Studio collection is one of my favourite collections to use, and I'm trying to use more of them. I've got so many of them now, so it's always good to try and use them up. So I really enjoyed using this collection, and I've enjoyed using it on the next one as well, because as I said, I got a lot of horizontal pockets and they had a lot of horizontal cards, so I got to use up quite a few. So I am trying to get on top of my project life. One, because I don't want to come back to having loads of weeks to catch up on when I come back from having a week off from my wedding. But then also I'm trying to get rid of the photos that are on my phone. So once I'm done with project life in that week, I then transfer my photos over to my computer, which I then store on like memory cards and stuff like that. So I try and take them off my phone because I don't like to have tons and millions of photos on my phone. I'd rather take them off and have the space on there, because I've only got so much gigabytes of data memory, so I don't want to ever be in that situation where I can't take any more photos because I've used up the space. So I like to get rid of them off my phone. So I'm trying to sort of clear out my phone and try and get up to date as much as I can with project life. But there might be a bit of a gap obviously between now and when I come back I'll be back to work, which is really depressing, on the 22nd of July. So whether I'll be in any mood to scrapbook, because I'll be probably depressed that my wedding's over and done with, but that is the time where I'll be, starting to focus more on bits and pieces other than the wedding. So there will be a bit of a gap. So I'm trying to try and upload as much as I possibly can, what I've got, but I'm not trying to put myself under pressure to get everything up and sorted before I go away. Because I'm not getting married near where I live. I'm getting married down south where my parents live. So it means that I've got absolutely nothing with me to scrapbook or do anything with. So even if I wanted to scrapbook, I don't think I've got time to. But even if I did, I don't have anything with me. So I'll just be collecting stuff to bring home with me to scrapbook about that instead. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for my wedding. I'm just, can't believe it's come round. And I'm really looking forward to, just talking about it to people, because it just kept so much things secret. Obviously no one's seen my dress or anything like that, and I've tried to keep as many things as a surprise as possible, because I think it's always nice to get somewhere and go, oh, that's really cute, or that's really nice, and not have any sort of expectations. So I'm really excited to sort of have it out in the open basically, and I can talk about things and how I found my dress, and just all these little things of how I chose things. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. And obviously with my wedding prep album, I am getting up to date with it. It's pretty much up to date. There's a few little photos here and there, but obviously there's things right up until the 17th of July that I'll be doing that I will want in there. So I won't be able to finish it bang on the day before my wedding, because there'll be stuff, that will happen in the week that I'm not available to do. So it's all coming together, and I am looking forward to the day coming around now. So I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I'll be back soon.